Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all. My people, this one is another one reaching us right now. A US lawmaker asks Buhari government to release IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu and stop alleged genocide against Igbo. Calls for President Biden's intervention. Kanu has been in the custody of the Department of State Services DSS since June 2021, when he was rearrested in Kenya and returned to Nigeria by the Nigerian government for continued trial of treasonable felony and terrorism charges pressed against him by the government. The member representing District 139 in the Texas House of Representatives, Jarvis Johnson, has asked the Nigerian government to immediately and unconditionally release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu from detention. Kanu has been in the custody of the Department of State Services DSS since June 2021, when he was rearrested in Kenya and returned to Nigeria by the Nigerian government for continued trial on treasonable felony and terrorism charges pressed against him by the government. On October 13, 2022, a three-man panel of Court of Appeal judges, in their unanimous decision, ruled that Kanu's rendition from Kenya was illegal. The court also discharged and acquitted Kanu of all the charges and ordered his immediate and unconditional release from the detention. Also, the United Nations, the UN Human Rights Council Working Group, in its report on July 20, 2022, described the IPOB leader's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021 as an illegal, unlawful, or constitutional extradition. It also called for his immediate release and compensation by the Nigeria and Kenya governments for the way he was treated. In the document, the body also indicted both Nigeria and Kenya for Kanu's abduction and rendition. Despite the call by the UN Working Group and the court judgment, the Nigerian government has failed to release the IPOB leader. In a statement released on Monday, Jarvis Johnson accused Muhammad Buhari-led government of engaging in genocide and crimes against Biafrans. He called on Joe Biden-led United States government to compel the Nigerian government to immediately release the famous freedom fighter. The statement read, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the famous freedom fighter for the rights of oppressed people in Nigeria. For over 19 months after he was kidnapped in Kenya and tortured and illegally taken to Nigeria, he has been in solitary confinement. In July 2022, a United Nations working group, after its deliberations on this matter, called for his unconditional release. The Nigerian government has not complied. On October 22, several Nigerian trial and appeals courts acquitted and discharged him of all the bogus charges levied against him by the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government has refused to obey the orders of its own court, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains in solitary confinement enforced by its secret police. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health conditions have been ignored by Nigeria's secret police. He has been denied access to his doctors and to the regular supply of his medications. His health has increasingly deteriorated, and it has now feared that he may die in solitary confinement. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's only offense is that he is leading the advocate for the freedom of the oppressed Nigerians and for a referendum on the Biafran issue. The right of freedom of speech, including political democracies, at a time when democracy is threatening globally, it is imperative that we will join hands to protect Nnamdi Kanu right of freedom of speech, the illegal kidnapping, the torture and solitary confinement of Nnamdi Kanu's our democratic norms. So does the faithful disobedient, I beg your pardon, the illegal kidnapping, torture, and solitary confinement of Nnamdi Kanu offends our democratic norms. So does the willful disobedience of the judgment of its own courts by the Nigerian government. I am demanding for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. The government of Nigeria needs to comply with the UN mandate and the orders of its own courts. The Nigerian government is carrying out another form of genocide as citizens at a time. I am calling on the American government to get involved to stop this genocide. We have protected other countries around this world to help vulnerable populations. We need to do the same for Nigeria and its Biafran citizens, he said. And Nigerians have this to say. Nigerian government of jihadists must obey their court order and release our leader, Saint Nnamdi Kanu, unconditionally and give us date for referendum to avoid trouble. Wahala plenty for this life. Every country with their own. Our own here, na Buhari. Okay, guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.